Hello, everybody. It's me, Mifa, as always, as normal, as forever, because I'm doing this till the day I die. Hi. Now, in my last video, when I was filming like this, I showed you all how to crochet a hand out of plastic bags. Let me pick it up off the floor. And now I got 2 arms. And while I continue to, be very frustrated because I don't know how to make an elbow, apparently, I decided to start working on the foot. This is his foot. I haven't mentioned in recent time that I'm making a full-size person on here. I have to my family, they know. But I realized when I have not said it publicly, when I got a comment from, if I'm remembering correctly, one of my regulars being like, "Are you making a whole person?" And I realized I did not tell you guys I was making a whole person. So I just look like a fucking... I look like someone should help. I look like someone should come get my ass. So here's the top of his foot. Here's the bottom of his foot. My mother says he looks like a frog. Also, while we're on the topic of people thinking I'm crazy for this, I see the comments. I saw the fucking comment being like, I already know the dad's worried. So bold of you to assume my dad thinks it's hysterical. Fucking, along with that, all the people that think I don't have a father. Like, seriously, come on. Come on, use your critical thinking skills. If I didn't have one, my mother would not have kept me. Let's be real. So in this video, instead of working on Dobby's clothes, I made him boxers. I made him boxers. Instead of working on his 4 outfits he's going to have, he has a million outfits. I did not completely realize this. I knew he had the white outfit and the original he showed up in, that's all tattered and shit with his crusty ass angles out. And then the updated one where it's like all stitched together and nice again. But no, there's like 2 others. Not 2 others. There's like another. And I didn't completely realize this. So he needs a lot of clothes. And my sewing machine's a bitch. So we're not doing that right now. And I'm scared I'm gonna wake my dad up because it's middle of the night. So yeah, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to make a foot. And I already know there's gonna be a lot of weird comments. So please keep them to a minimum. Please. 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 I don't want to feel insecure about showing my feet when I stand up. Okay? Okay? I ain't insecure. I keep them fucked done and moisturized, but okay. Also, he will have legs and knees and elbows, and he might have a rotating like cusp in his arm, so he can go like that. So this is a very long intro to basically say I'm making a full person. To everyone that's like, why? I don't know. To everyone that's asking how big, I'm 5 foot. This motherfucker is going to be 5'9", probably pushing 5'10". I don't even know how tall I'm gonna make his shoes because I have to make shoes from scratch because I forgot how feet work. So please, stay tuned. Also, it's not that different from making the hand. So don't worry. Once again, for this, you're gonna need plastic bags, crochet hook, other plastic shit, one use that you can stuff in it. And maybe some scissors. You can rip it though if you really gotta. It don't matter that much. This is a made to move doll who's holding my mic because the paparazzi. For this, to make this, I'm gonna stop pointing my scissors at you first. You're gonna need scissors. You're gonna need plastic. You're gonna cut up the plastic. I will insert footage of me cutting up plastic. Not this plastic, previous plastic from like a month ago that's not even the same color, but you will get the gist. And I will put some fucking Minecraft music or some shit over it. I don't know. And then you will need the same fucking crochet hook you used last time for this hand.
Betrayal showed how cruel a best friend can be. But Squidward's pain showed that being unseen and unappreciated cuts even deeper. Squidward Tentacles is probably the most miserable character in all of SpongeBob. This wrote the octopus lives between SpongeBob and Max, which is basically his personal version of hell. Squidward thinks he's an artist and an intellectual, but the world keeps reminding him that he's just a cashier at a fast food restaurant. He's bitter, sarcastic, and always getting the short end of the stick. Squidward represents that part of all of us that feels unappreciated and stuck in life. That's what makes his rare moments of genuine pain so heartbreaking. Van Geeks is probably the biggest emotional roller coaster Squidward ever knows. This episode starts with Squidward getting called from his old high school friend. Squidward fancies him. This guy is
For the hand. Now, mine isn't super consistent with the sizing because I'm using scrap. Because we use what we have. And what we are going to do is basically the same exact thing we did last time, but shorter. Do we understand? I hope I don't have to go into too much detail because it's toes and people fetishize those. I don't shame you for your weird fetishes. I just don't want to see it all in my fucking comments, okay? We can keep it to ourselves. If you want to do something I shouldn't know about with it, I don't give a shit. You don't need to tell me. Just say, I made it. You don't need to tell me what you're doing. I'm getting increasingly more worried as this video goes on. But what you're going to do is first you're going to find the end of it, and then you're going to do a circle. Now, this is different from if you were doing yarn, because this is double-sided already. Isn't she lovely? She's great. She's in a fucking brush holder. Ugh. People are driving around. Fuckers go to bed. It's the middle of the night. You're going to do that. That was loud. You're going to do that. And then you're going to take your hook. And you're going to have better depth perception than me. And you're going to create a stitch, a loop, a crochet, if you may. I don't know what the fuck they're actually called. I think it's stitches. I don't know, though. And then you're going to do that 3 times. Kind of like you did for the doll and for the hand. Because the basis of everything are spears. It's our extremities. We're starting off from our extremities. Extremities. Extremities? Extremities. It's extremities fucking nuts in your mouth because I can't talk. I don't fucking know, okay? Come on, y'all, we know I can't talk. Don't even look at me like that. We know I can't fucking talk. Teeny circle. It's gonna look like a P. I remembered in the last video, I kept being like, everything looks like a dick. So funny. Let's be happy that no one I know watches my channel. And they should never watch my channel. Ever. If you know me, personally, like we went to high school together or some shit, or you're my family, don't watch me. Don't watch me. Don't do it. You make the stitch. And then you do what you did last time, which are considered increases, but not really increases, because I don't know how to do real increase. You do that a lot. And then you're gonna do a stitch in the hole. And then you're gonna do that a lot. And you 1000% did not see that. As you should not see me in my personal life. You know, I'm a grown adult. With a Barbie doll as her microphone right now. I'm a 19-year-old girl, everyone. I'm 19 years old making people out of plastic in my bedroom. I'm nodding and it's not in my fucking chair. Should we make him at some point? Should we make Stain? I like Stain. Should we make Stain? I can't make L, which is another one of my favorite anime characters of all time. I'm trying to expand my anime liking. So if there's stuff like Death Note or like fucking like Orina High School Host Club, My Hero, stuff like that, like stuff I already kind of really love, suggest, please. I keep finding animes that people like, and I keep being like, this is boring as shit, and this is ugly as crap, and I can't. But this Stain, isn't he great? Todoroki's somewhere. I think he's on that shelf. He is on that shelf. Learn how to zoom in. Learn how to zoom in, Miva. Show him. Show him. Yeah, he beats up people. I'm like in love with Spinner recently. I mean, I like Spinner. I've always liked Spinner. I always thought he was hot. But now it's just like worse. Miss Rapport, you're kind of close. I love her. We're gonna make her a little reporter outfit. We're gonna make her look a little like a ginger Lois Lane. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it, reporter lady? I should make that reporter bitch from MHA. I should make her as a doll, as a little doll. And that fucking pink-haired cat bitch that stood behind Shinzo in his opening thing. I should also make Spinner. I should make Spinner and I should make Stain. I'm making Dabby. Dabby. He's yummy. Oh. I know. I know. We did nothing yesterday. We did nothing. It is the next day, and I just had to finish making the fucking pinky toe from yesterday. And I threw it. Let's pick that up with my foot. Great trick, I know. Because I went off fucking rambling spree. So in this video, we are getting straight to the point. I know, right? It's almost like I know how to do this. So in this video, we're basically doing a step-by-step on how to make the rest of the toes. Isn't that fun? Now you're going to do 3 stitches and make a magic circle, kind of how you would with a granny square or something that you want to be oval-ish shaped. See? 3. That's 3. I know my thing's a little jacked up. I ripped it in the wrong spot. 3. Now you're going to take this and you're going to do this. Now you can use your own foot as a reference. I won't be in the video just because I don't want close-ups of my feet on the internet. You know, there probably is footage of a close-up of my foot. So we're using the foot I already made. He's big. He's a big boy. So we're just going to use his toes. Now we're going from the pinky toe inwards. So it's going to be a little bigger each time, and then the toe is going to be fucking huge. Now we're going to see that hole? See the hole? Do you see the hole? We're just gonna pretend like that's not there and close it with a stitch. And basically, you're going to do exactly what I did in my last video with the hand that I explained so much better than this because I feel very nervous about this video. You're just gonna do that kind of a lot. There's gonna be spots like right here where you're like, that looks like a hole. Just make a new stitch. Just widen it to shut that one hole. See? There's a lot of finessing in this because it's not an exact pattern. So you're going to finesse the shit out of a lot of it. Is because I don't know how I would make a pattern for a foot. Oh shit, you son of a fucking bitch! You are the son of a bitch. Like, her family's such a bitch. Like, what do you mean you became poor and you're like, I'm gonna sell my children? What? I think their last name's Himore. Himores? I think it's A's. What the fuck is wrong with you people? What the fuck? Like, I get it. But they literally sold their daughter to an abusive piece of crap. And you can't tell me they didn't know he was going to become abusive. Look at him. Look at him. He was 22, the size of a fucking tank. That motherfucker ain't going to be abusive. Look at him. At this point, he had a bad reputation with the heroes. And he's like, I want to buy your daughter. Who's like 18, by the way. She's like 18, maybe 17. There's like a 4-year gap. And then her fucking dad's just like, yeah, I'll sell you my freshly legal daughter so you can immediately start having children with her within the same fucking year. Endeavor's a pedo. I'm sorry. It's fucking hell. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's the type of motherfucker to be like, I only hire hot assistants. He's the type of motherfucker to fuck his assistants, let's be honest. Ugh. I wish they showed his parents' endeavors just to see like are they dead? Are they dead? Please tell me they're dead and they didn't see their son turn into a piece of living garbage, being roasted alive by all of society. Please tell me they died before he started hitting his children and wife. This is insanity. That's fucking insanity. What is happening? My son was like, I'm gonna buy a freshly 18-year-old girl from her parents. And then I'm gonna knock her up like 3 months into our marriage. Probably like closer to 2. Oh, fuck no. No. It has to be sooner than, it has to be, oh my god, because Toria was born premature. At least I think it was. I may be a liar. I don't know. She spent the first like 2 years of our marriage pregnant. And then she wasn't for 3 years. And then she had not swell. And then they supposedly accidentally had Shoto. Which, what the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? Okay. As like, trigger warning. Did he, Horikoshi. We know he assaulted Ray like that. We know that for a fucking fact. Shoto even said, forced my mother to keep having children. Not, she didn't want more kids, and he did, and it was an accident. Forced my mother to have more children. That's rape. Again, And then he has the audacity to be like, why did my son come home? If I came from that, and I supposedly died, and then I came home, and I saw my dad did not change, I would also try to kill my dad. He did not try to kill his mother. That's He did not try. He knew where she was. He knew. It was public, I'm pretty sure, that she was in that hospital. He's like, your wife doesn't show up in the public eye for 16 years? Not 16, 10 years? What are people gonna think happened? People are gonna think she died. Or like he's in a hospital. Like is away. It never even says, I sent her away. Was that public? Was that on the news? I'm so curious. Was it on the news in MHA? Yes, Endeavor's wife went crazy out of nowhere and hit their kid, and now she's in a facility. I'm sorry. There has to be like news gossip within the MHA fandom. There has to be because we have Hawks. He's the definition of likes to fuck with the media. People, there's backlash publicly when it's found out that Endeavor like abused his family. I'm pretty sure everyone fucking knew it. Look at the dude. None of his kids are talking to him. None of his kids are talking to him. You're telling me Natsuo didn't go around going, my dad's a living piece of human fucking garbage. Side note, Natsuo is fine. He's fine. He's hot. Don't lie. Don't lie. And I'm allowed to say that because he was what, 19 in the anime? When he first popped up? I'm 19 years old. Leave me alone. He's also a med student. Money. And Endeavor's kid. Money. I would think it's hysterical if Natsuo's just like going around dating all these women. Being like, my dad's a living human piece of shit. My dad's a living piece of shit, and my mom's in a hospital. Women would love that. Women would love that. They'd go, come here, baby. Come here. That would be hysterical. This is great. We're FaceTiming. This is awesome. We're almost done with the toe while we're at it. You're telling me that not in the whole time, the media didn't criticize him once? Like, we see fans run away from him. We see his fans run away from him. I'm sorry, if my fans ran away from me, I'd be sad. Maybe not if I was a rapist, abusing piece of shit. But look at him. He's the type of dude to literally have an affair and be like, how dare you get pregnant? You're not my wife. Dude's had affairs on affairs. You can't even argue with me on that. Dude's most definitely had an affair. You're telling me that his punk ass was like, I'm gonna send my wife away to the hospital, and wasn't like, hey, pretty assistant? Like, come on. You know. Come on. You know. Come on. Side note, he's I think it was one of his sidekicks, I can't remember her name. But the chick with the green like fire hair shit, she's cute. She's so hot. Side note, I think it'd be hysterical if her and Natsuo started dating. I know there's a gap, but I think just on a level of making Endeavor mad, that'd be hysterical. Hysterical. That'd be so cute, also. So cute. And Devin's just like, don't date my employees, Natsuo. And I was just like, I'm gonna date whoever I want to date. You want me to tell her what you did? Again, that'd be hysterical. Oh my god, they would have such cute kids too. Like I know we don't only have kids. I know, but it is a trope in anime. When you age, you have kids. Which let's just fly with the trope. I don't give a shit. They would have such cute kids. It would be adorable. What even is hardcore? It's something to do with fire, isn't it? I don't fucking know. Oh my god, that'd be hysterical if Natsuo's like considered a failure, and he just has a kid. with a perfect hybrid quirk out of love on the first try. Endeavor would be pissed as a motherfucker. She's like, I had to have 4 of these. I had to have 4 of these. And you have to have one? Like, I know it's canon, Natsuo isn't talking to his dad, but that doesn't mean Natsuo is not, like, in the media still. He is still a Todoroki. He would have to legally change his name to get out of the media after all that. Can we tell he's, like, one of my favorite... He's, like, my second favorite Todoroki. First one's Dabi. I love Dabi. I love Dabi and Natsuo. They're both so cute. I know that makes me a fucking weirdo. I know. Not together. Obviously. Ew. Gross. Incest. Gross. They're both very attractive. Okay? Natsuo's, like, nice. And, like, the type of person to be like, it's okay, baby. You're drunk. Let's go to bed. And, like, over the shoulder. And Dabi's the type to be like, I don't give a fuck that you are drunk off your ass. I'm too high off my ass. Leave me alone. And honestly, I get really annoyed in relationships. Because why the fuck are you always around? Why the fuck are you always in my business? Why the fuck are you always in my house? Why are you here all the time? I like to be alone. I say as I make a giant sculpture of Dabi, which will be my content for like the next ongoing years. Just he is like, that's so much money for what? For me filming a few shorts? That would be fucking awesome. I wouldn't know what to do with all the money. I would not know. I could donate a lot of it. I could. That'd be awesome. That'd be fucking awesome. I could donate it to research on how to dispose of plastic. That'd be fun. That'd be so much fun that I could make a video about like a walkthrough of like one of the factories. Fun. Oh my god, that'd be so much fun. We're almost done. And then we're gonna fill it. And then we're gonna do the rest of them. It's essentially the same thing. And then I'll show you how you need to stitch the foot because the foot does need to be stitched or else it bellows weird at the base. You see that I put stitches on it. Which is also a bitch, and you need a like a large yarn needle, like a big ass yarn needle. Before really metal, just because I like metal better. You have to kind of stitch through some stuffing and pull it flat. But yeah. I fucking hell. I would oh my god, I should make that a ship. I should start like making like secret dating content of Natsuo and that fire chick. Natsuo? Natsuo. Did I call him Naruto? Natsuo. And that fire chick. I think I wanna say it starts with an M. I don't know. She's so cute though. I need to memorize her name because I really want to cosplay her. Yeah, she's fine as fuck. Her and Mirko are like two of the hottest chicks in the entire show. Argue with your fucking mother. I don't care. I don't care. Do you see me? I don't care. Her and Mirko, top 2 women in fucking MHA. Hot as fuck. Hot as fuck. They're so cute. Oh my god. You know they get along too. Like they go working out together and stuff because they're like 2 women and like male dominated shit. He's like it's canon that like Endeavor's not mean to Mirko. He's talked to Mirko and he's not mean to her. So you're telling me his sidekick and her don't hang out? Oh my god. They so hang out. They so hang out. They so do. They so do. Side note, Hawks and Mirko is so endgame. That would be so cute. Like they get married because like they're older and they're like, we get along. Type of cute. and then they just have the most perfect little baby child. And I think it would be really cute. You know those? It would remind me of those videos where it's like two animals that aren't supposed to get along, but they're getting along. That's what it would remind me of. And I think that'd be really, really cute. I think that'd be so cute. Oh my god, it would be the cutest. These are definitely going to be janky compared to the last one. I know I'm shoving a hair into it. I don't care. I see it. I don't care. It's going in the foot. Why would I care? That would be so stupid. Just, oh no, one of my hairs. It's almost like I'm gonna keep it. Guys, don't freak out about stuff like that. It's stupid. Ta-da! I'm gonna go edit this footage and my original footage. Hello. It's the next day. Again. I look like shit. I'm not wearing makeup. My hair is dirty. I'm in so much pain. But we tied them all together. I hope you understand how to tie things with a simple knot. A 2-string knot. Same thing you would use on your shoes. I hope so, because there's no way in fucking hell I'm gonna be able to, like, film myself tying a knot. And it makes sense. Is hard. But basically, I'm gonna show you how to stitch it. And it's a lot of single crochets. Keep in mind, this is a foot, okay? There's a lot of negative space. I was just gonna pick up my phone, that was gonna be bad. There's a lot of negative space on the top and bottom. Your stitches don't need to be that tight at that point. I know, crazy concept, but the bigger you get, you might want to increase from one of these little guys to a little bigger. As I do, I did for my hands, I did for the other foot too. That is in the background. I'm sorry, my anxiety is so high and I have a bit of the hiccups. Do you ever hear things like in your vicinity and it freaks you out and you can't stop thinking about it? That happened. It fucked up my anxiety. It fucked up my anxiety so bad. Basically, we're going to take my little stitches, and I did figure out kind of how to zoom in, so we're gonna do that for a lot of this footage. I'm gonna have to kind of like hold. Actually, maybe no, I can. Oh yeah, that is kind of better. That's not as bad. Okay. What we're going to do is we're gonna find a spot where we can put the crochet hook through. We did find a spot right there. Do you see that little hook? I know it's all white. It's hard to tell, but like a stitch, and you're gonna shove it through. If it does not shove through, it's caught on something. Please pull it out before you rip it and you fuck up a stitch. I've done that many times. Just use frustration, and it's not great in the long haul. Then you're gonna take your plarn. I hope you have. I don't know your stitch. And you're gonna take this, and you're going to essentially tie it, and you're going to pull it through. And you're gonna take the ball of your plarn. And yeah, quite literally, just make a slip knot. Slip knot. They get it. my head hurts. And then now where we are, we're going back into that hole and we're doing a lot of single stitches. If all of the plastic scraps are going to bother you, kind of poking out, happily cut them off. Just don't cut it apart, if that makes sense. Like, separate from each other, because then that's just going to be a bitch. Because the whole reason we did that is so we can do consecutive things. So it's easier. Really. You're literally just going to single stitch in every hole. I'll be right back. Okay, so we have now gone around once, and basically we're going to do that a handful more, a couple times, and then we're going to increase the hook, which I will film myself doing. So by this point, we have increased with the 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 crochet hook essentially, and you're just gonna keep doing that until you're kind of at like how much you want the length of the top of the physical foot to be. And I think I'm actually going to show y'all how to hook the bottom heel different than I did because this is how it kind of turned out. It's kind of leaning, but it's also very dense because it's meant to stand up on its own, essentially. But so the bottom there's cardboard, and up here's not cardboard. So I think how this one went was I crocheted all the way up to I think here, and then I only crocheted here, and then I kind of like hooked it, if that makes sense. Kind of how I did for the fingers. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that this go around. I don't know. But yeah, so we're just gonna keep crocheting until we get the length of the foot we want. I might come back sooner though, just to show y'all how to stitch it kind of flat because you do need to stitch it before you get too deep in there, just because it's like it will bevel, which is what I'm scared of. You also have to make shoes for this if you're being like me and you're kind of making a flat foot. I'm gonna have to like they're kind of flat and they're kind of wide. But they're like a men's 11. Yeah. Because I want him to stand up independently. And so I'm not sure how exactly I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna have to make him shoes. I think I'm gonna have to make him shoes. There's no way in fucking hell I'm gonna go buy custom shoes for him after I made all of him from recycled materials and then go to a company and be like, I want shoes from you and you're probably having labor dispute having ass. No thank you. Not doing it. Yeah, you're literally just gonna crochet it like it's a normal thing, just you're going around. So it's a circle and not a line. But it's not that different. This is how far we've gotten on foot number 2. I used up all my cut up plastic. I don't know when I'm gonna get more cut up plastic. They all are. I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. My anxiety has gotten worse though, so I'm going to pretend I'm a corpse. Hello. So this is where we're at so far. Hopefully y'all can hear me well. It's pretty done, so I'm going to stuff it, which is the same way you would stuff basically anything. And we're just going to kind of compact it how we did with the hand. And then I'm going to film myself kind of like stitching it, making little, almost like feet dimples. Aww, feet dimples. Sorry, that was cute. But yeah, they're pretty even. these definitely don't match this, but that's not the biggest deal in the world because things aren't identical. They aren't. Shut up if your feet are identical. Shut up. So yeah, I'm gonna stuff the fuck out of this, and I'm gonna show you how to stitch it. I'm gonna show you how to stitch it. Also, I ran out of my scrap material, so I had to scrap some other stuff. But yeah. Hi, it's a few hours later, and I have a smidge of makeup on. Update on everything happening. Here's the foot so far. We're gonna teach you how to sew it to kind of like flatten it. We're gonna try to finish this tonight because I have stuff to go do all day tomorrow. I know. I didn't know until an hour ago. So, let's do that. So what we are going to do is we're basically going to start stitching it like shut. See where it's a little flatter. We're going to do that, but on this one. Okay? Now, we're doing it a smidge different than I did last time, which you guys did not see. So this is the only way you know how to do it. Unless you are an artist yourself. For one, you can use string or whatever the fuck you want to use for that. I'm simply using more plastic from a scrap that I scrapped for the foot. Because zero waste, people. Or at least 99% waste less. What? And how I think I'm going to do it is I think I'm going to do it a slip situation on the back of the foot. So where we're going to line it up. You're just going to go off vibe, so it's about here-ish. So on the back of this, we're going to do it a little lower on this one just because it is very dense and I want to kind of like flatten that. Which your feet should be dense. Because your feet naturally, your real feet, are dense. And we're going to quite literally, if I can pick this up in frame, that would, oh fuck. That would be great. Oh damn it. Okay. You're going to pull it through one of the stitches. At least this is how I'm doing it. You can sew it however you want. If you're crocheting, most likely you know how to sew. So I'm not that worried about this. And then you're going to pull it tight. Now I am upset because I have to do this with stuffing. The last time it was a bitch. And this time it seems like it's going to be a bitch. And I'm not that happy about it. Yeah, and then we're going to take our big ass needle. Do we see the big ass needle? And we're going to string it through. Mine are metal. You can use plastic. I don't really care. I think metal is better though. And you're going to just string it through. Like you're threading a needle because that's what you're doing. Mine are a little different in height just because, you know, they're scrap. They're not cut. And then we're quite literally, let me put down this fucking crochet hook that's in it. And hope we don't undo a bunch of shit. Oh, fun. String everywhere. We're going to go in at the spot we were at. And we're going to quite literally push all the way through. And then we're going to pull it tight. Then we're going to just kind of like pinch it. And then we're going to do that a bunch more times. I really, really hope, okay. God damn it. The same thing's happening that happened last time. That's fucking great. We're going to use my table as leverage now because I'm weak. Not that weak. Just don't want fucking needle marks in my hands. Do we see how that's created kind of like a dimple in the foot? Now it is pushing quite a bit of the stuffing out. We don't like that. We will fix it in a minute. And we're just going to keep doing this. God damn it. You might come undone. I don't know. God damn it. Isn't this great? Hopefully your stitching experience goes better than I. This is a lot easier. The second go around, maybe you need to do 2 stitches. If you feel like you need to do 2 stitches across, do 2 stitches across. I am shoving down a lot of the plastic under my stitches just to like further stuff that, but I'm gonna go edit the rest of this footage. So how we're gonna do this is we're gonna make kind of a U. I'm gonna film every time I've made a U, but basically we're gonna like this and make it flat just about halfway through. I'm gonna show you how to hook that and make a foot. Yeah, we're just gonna like this a whole lot. So, and we're gonna go across each time. I'm gonna show you how to do that. That's how that is so far, and then we're gonna do the same thing I did, like that, and then I look so cute today. We're literally just gonna do it again.
Then I go back and I fill everybody in and make it more purple for now because I'm wearing a blue shirt. So fuck it, I also play fun and not miserable. Again, I did at one point have proper setting spray.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stick our crochet hook through the thing, and we're going to take our hook, we're going to pull it through, hopefully. So you're literally just going to start decreasing until it's like a rounded, like, ooh, shape. Also, if you're like, wow, there's someone talking in the background, that's fucking these YouTuber people I watch. You should go subscribe to them. I will put their name somewhere here on screen. Editing Mifa will tear me apart. But yeah, I like them a lot. They're fucking cute shit. They're cute as shit. And I'm watching Jeff, who's on it, do his Dobby makeup because I didn't know the video. I didn't know they made a video about it. So I'm watching it. But they're a couple cuties. You should go watch them. You should go watch them. But yeah, we're just gonna increase a bunch. See how there's a gap that we will fill in. We will fill in when we go back around and we hook this and make it look like a shoe. Fucking people are driving it. I hate that one though. Shut up! They're making my fucking ear vibrate. It's making me mad. Anyway, I look adorable. My eyes look so big.
Okay, so now that is dry, I'm gonna go with highlighter and I don't know
what? Damn it. Sorry, Kai. What you are going to do is quite literally, I'm not going to show you because I am tired and I'm going to have a fucking anxiety attack because people outside. You're going to crochet around and connect. You have to connect or else it will not fold in. It will not create the heel of your fucking foot for you. And then you're going to sit there and be like, why the fuck isn't it making my heel? Why is this looking stupid? What the fuck, Mifa? You're a liar. You have to fucking connect it to the ones from up here. And then you're going to go up. You're going to go upwards, okay? So this is down. You're going to go up. That is how it's going to work. Eventually, you're going to get something like this. Do you see? Do you see how this is straight and then it goes up and it goes around a bunch? You're going to do that. Do not fuck up your shit and then call me a liar. I'm telling you exactly what I did. It doesn't work out for you, look at your foot. Look at your foot and see, how does my foot curve? Use your references. Thank you. I'm gonna put my headphones on because I'm gonna fucking cry. We are almost done with the foot. I'm so done. I'm so tired of this shit. Okay. So, we have to fill it now. Mostly. Because the rest of it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just keep crocheting. That's the rest of it. So we have to fill it with stuff. So let's put my mic down. Put my mic down. I can't remember how I filled it last time. So this is gonna be funny. Where can I put my mic? Let's say here. Let's go with here. Now I am using for the more, big parts. A bunch of crocheted water bottle casing. If you don't have water bottle casing, good for you. You don't drink water bottles. I don't drink water bottles either. My family does. I don't like it. Let's be honest. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna shove and we can fucking show you. Tilt you. We're going to take it and we're going to just straight up shove it. Do we get? And then we're just gonna do that a bunch more. Now mine is a little over tight, I will say, on the foot. But you know something? It's a foot. It's fine. It's fine. And you're just gonna keep doing that. Over and over and over and over and over and over until you just want to kill it. You just want to kill the imaginary foot. And it's we're doing the base of the inside right now because we have to keep crocheting upwards and then we have to fill up the ankle in the beginning of the calf. But we also have to make an insert for the bottom, which is really easy. I might show it. I don't know. I have to get cardboard. I'll show it. What you're going to do is you're going to take a box. Mine's from the United States Postal Service. I don't know where the fuck I have it. And you're quite literally just going to trace around 3 times. And then you're going to hot glue them on top of each other. And then you're going to put it in the shoe like an insert. It does not need to be the whole foot. It just needs to be about there-ish. Understood? Understood, I believe. And you're literally, it does not need to be perfect. You can cut it and fix it over time. It doesn't even need to really fit perfectly in the shoe. You just need a flat surface on the bottom. See? See? And you're going to go across. And you're going to cut that out and you're going to make 3 more. You see how we now have an outline. We're going to do this again. And we're going to figure out where we're going to put it. About here seems right. So then we're going to trace around and cut out again. Please don't cut yourself. I would hope you don't do that. And now we have 2 inserts. Now we have to make a third. I don't have that much cardboard, so we're just going to trace half of it and sandwich that piece that is half of a half in between the 2 things. Remember, doesn't need to be perfect. It's going to be inside of the thing. Trash can. We glued on one side. Now we have to glue down the other, which is a smidge too big, so we're just going to do it straight onto the thing so that I can cut it down. And my scissors good. Oh. Ta-da! Trash. Clean up as you go, people. It's gonna make your life a lot easier in an hour. Ta-da! Now you're gonna put this in the foot. It's gonna be a bitch. I'm gonna tell you right now. Hi, we're going to take a ruler and a bunch of stuffing now that I've finished my foot for the most part. It's leaning, we will correct that with all the stuffing. And we're quite literally just going to shove a fuck ton of it in. That is not dense enough, and that was 2 whole water bottle casings. So now I'm going to cut up another water bottle casing and maybe a few more. Give me a sec. I'm back. I just found my corner and cut up 3 more water bottle casings to stuff the more of this. So let's do that. So that is the end of this video. Wow. I love you all so insanely much with literally my whole heart. You have no clue. I hope you all have an amazing day, amazing night, amazing whatever the fuck it is for you right now. I'm gonna go take thumbnail photos at the end of this video. Love you.